Hey, we're watching GaussWho, who's playing Reinhardt. This is Gold 4 on PS4, and this is Circuit Royale. Last night, I ranked up from Silver 1 to Gold 4 in Tank, mainly playing Reinhardt. The first game I played as a Gold 4 Tank was in Circuit Royale. This is one of the weirdest games I have played in terms of rank differential. I got paired with Diamond 2 and Plat 1 supports. I thought this was going to be an easy win because I never had teammates as high rank before, but we ended up losing. And I think a big part of it was my fault. I normally try to play aggressive as Reinhardt, but I kept dying every time I tried to make a play. After the game ended, I received a PlayStation message from one of my DPS teammates telling me I suck and to uninstall the game. I used to main Doomfist in Overwatch 1, so I've received messages like this before, but this is my first hate message when playing Reinhardt. Afterwards, I checked the enemy team and saw that their team was Gold 3, but their tank was Gold 3, but their supports were Diamond 5 and Diamond 2. That kind of makes sense as to why my usual US strategy did not work at all, but even though their supports were a lot higher than ranked than me, so were my supports, so I feel like that would have evened out. Any tips on how I could have made a bigger impact on the game would be appreciated, or is this just too big a skill gap, a go next type of game? So, a few things here. Number one is stop looking at people's ranks. Like, this is something everybody, obsessively does. Don't even think about it. It doesn't matter. Who cares if the players that you're playing with are GMs or masters or golds or bronzes or whatever, right? Like, you have literally no control over this. Just stop thinking about it, because you're gonna like second guess yourself and and make excuses or reasons why like so and so things happen. The reality is the matchmaker is going to try to balance the teams. Okay, yeah, you had high rank supports. They also had high rank supports. Maybe you have high rank DPS. They probably have high rank DPS. Like, everything's going to even out overall. Like, you may not feel that way, but the matchmaker is trying to do so. Okay, and it has to try to do so, because if it's not trying to do so, if the matchmaker is trying to make unfair games, are you disproportionately more likely to have unfair games against you? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like the matchmaker is trying to target anybody. Even if it makes wonky games, it's still going to be equally distributed across everyone. Like, everyone's going to have equally bad like stacked games against them and stacked games for them, because one team has to win the game, right? Excluding draws. So there's no way to consistently like stack it against a single player unless it's doing something unique, like targeting you by your battle tag or the hero you're playing or something obscene. Like, it's clearly not sensible. Like, stop thinking about it. Number one. Number two, don't let anybody like flame you after a game, especially like during game, after a game. Don't listen to people. Just don't even talk about it, right? It's not even relevant to this post. Don't even think about it. Just think about like what could I have done better. Okay, so that's what we're gonna focus on, is what could you have done better. So in this game, I watched the first couple minutes and there's like a lot of stuff that's gonna jump out right away. So number one here is this Bastion is shooting, but you notice that he's not actually shooting you. This shield, not doing anything. See? Like, it's very obvious that the Bastion's not shooting you. If the Bastion's not shooting you, don't even hold your shield. Just walk over here. Walk over here, move the cart, fire strike the Bastion. Right? If he's shooting behind you, go ahead, put the shield up. But when the Bastion's not shooting at you, don't do this. Right? You could have moved the cart up a little faster. You could have fire strike the Bastion for free, etc. And now, right, this charge is horribly ill-advised. And I'm sure that you did this because it's worked in silver and you're trying to get away with it in gold plus. This is not going to work. Charging into the team, like in a regular 5-on-5 situation like that, when they have all their cooldowns, is going to be deathly. Because this Ana has sleep and she has grenade, and you should be dead. You are extremely lucky here to not be dead. I think the reason you are not dead here is because this grenade hits a teammate burst. Yeah, it hits the Rein. So if she tosses this slightly to the left, you are just dead instantly. You just instantly fed your life away. It is not your job to charge in 5v1 and win. Okay? Even though you pinned the Bastion, it's a terrible play. It is a terrible, 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 terrible play. I want to emphasize, it is not your job to charge into the enemy team like that and win the fight. You need to be a little more patient and just walk up here and just swing. Okay, this is a really good corner for you, right? Swing. Your whole team can shoot the Rein. Their whole team cannot shoot you if you stay close here. Right? The Ana, for example, can't see you, and the Ashe can barely see you. So just play here, just swing, fire strike away. Just work the other Rein down slowly. Don't try to go in and make crazy plays like this. It's not how it works. Super low, you should die to that fire strike, honestly. Alright, again, one thing that when you fight Rein is always open with a hammer swing, then do the fire strike cancel. Because you could have gotten an extra hammer swing in here instead of being down by one right now. You could be one more hammer swing up, which is a big deal. 85 damage is a really big deal. So when you're up, keep the pressure on, right? You have more health than him. Nobody's attacking you. You have cover behind the cart. Keep swinging. You back out for this last swing, which allows him to get away from that swing. But you should have stepped forward to keep swinging. No one's targeting you right now. It's good blocking the Ana grenade, by the way. Now the Ana grenade's out, you can be super aggressive. One of the best tips I ever got for Rein was treat all of Ana's cooldowns as ultimates, right? Track all of them. Does she have sleep? Does she have grenade? Play accordingly. Okay, for Bastion. So one of the things that I think is pretty clear from watching the first few minutes of this game, you have no idea how to play against Bastion. So Bastion has 6 seconds when he's in tank form, where he's probably the most dangerous hero in the game. when he's outside of tank form, he has 10 seconds where he does not have tank form. Your goal is to bait tank form out, hide behind cover, and then wait 6 seconds, and then push him for the 10 seconds that he doesn't have tank form. And then you stall for 6 seconds, right? You bait tank form out again, wait for 6 seconds, then push again for those 10 seconds. That is the gameplay loop against Bastion. Bastion, when he doesn't have tank form, very harmless. Bastion, when he does have tank form, super dangerous. It's a very common pick against tanks when the tanks are dominating the game. All you have to do is play around that gameplay loop, right? Just count them out. Oh, Bastion's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, start pushing, right? The last second, not such a big deal, right? Start pushing. Then be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go back to cover. Right? And just repeat that loop over and over again. I tell you, you'll walk over Bastions that way. So you should be super aggressive right now. Yeah, you should charge, but unfortunately your location for charge is no good. You obviously should have gotten in front of the car, because it'd be very important to kill the supports here. I think you're gonna end up shattering here, which is actually not a bad idea. I think I would have shattered right away. Right here, I would have shattered, especially because you just saw Annie use sleep, so there's nothing to interrupt this now. I would have shattered right here, so these 3 are closer to your team to help support. Instead, you're going to turn this quarter and shatter now. And you see now, your team is much farther away, and so it's going to be a little harder for you to kill them. Not impossible by any means, but not quite as easy. Rein's going to pin here. You do a very common mistake that Reins do after they get pinned, is they immediately charge right away. Every Rein, after they pin you, automatically will move away from your face because they know that you have charged. So instead of standing right here, they're going to move to your side. In this case, there's only one way. So at a minimum, you could have done a swing, figured out which way he was going, and then charged him. But you do a pretty risky move, which is to charge right away. You obviously miss. Right? Swing. Again, you should be fire strike canceling right now. You have 2 fire strike charges. You could have added 200 damage by now to this Rein if you did fire strike cancels. I'm going to guess that you don't know the basic Rein techniques based on like what I've seen from this game, so I'm going to link a video for that as well. I also might link a general Rein gameplay guide because I think that would be helpful since you just got out of silver, and I think that would be very helpful. So at this point, let's think about what your job is, right? Your job is to just chill. The cart is still moving, right? The cart's still pretty far away, and whoever's on cart, remember, when a cart's pushing, it's always going to be a 4 and 5, because somebody in the cart cannot help you. So you're too far up right now. I mean, it's okay, like this space is okay, but you definitely don't want to get caught out into a committed fight, because it's going to be a 5 on 4 and your soldier can't help. So all you do is play cover right now, right? You can just back up to this corner. I mean, this is okay too if you want to get ready to drop this way. The problem is you make a mistake, right, of walking back into the open. And remember, Bastion, 6 seconds up, 10 seconds down. Does Bastion have tank form right now? He does, because I don't think we saw him use it since. Oh, actually, no, he used it initially back here, right? So 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And obviously, you could push right now, but like you're low and your team's not here. So even though Bastion's down, you can't actually push, which is fair, right? Like obviously, games are dynamic. You can't always do that same timing, but just knowing that timing is very important. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This Bastion's gonna have tank form right about now. Okay, but you push into the lane. Bastion recognizes you get discorded, which means you're going to take bonus damage. Everyone starts walking into you. You should immediately be like, I made a mistake, and try to get away. I'd probably just charge away right now, or else you're going to die. Bastion's going to pop tank form. You're stuck in the open, and it's an easy kill for the Bastion. Right? It's so obvious. I think if you watch on the enemy team's perspective, how big a mistake you're making. Your shield's clearly already damaged, severely damaged. You can see the cracks in it. You're walking out in the open. You're still not even full health. You're discorded right now, and the Bastion is tank form. This is a very, very sloppy mistake, right? Stuff like that, you just need to know, like as a tank player, you'd be like, hey, I can't do this, right? I have to chill, I have to get shield, I have to get health, right? I have to bait out the Bastion tank form, all that basic stuff. So right now, I would push because your Mercy's rezzing, right? Push forward, make sure they don't go after the Mercy. Okay, Bastion tank form. Just wait it out. Yeah, wait, no, don't re-peek. This is a mistake, because he's just burning down your shield, right? Just wait at the corner for the end. I feel like I'm going to guess that you have literally never heard anybody tell you about how to beat Bastion. Based on the fact that you're standing out here, like, you have no idea when the tank form is going to end. And so you're standing out here like, I guess I just need to stand out here. Your shield breaks when the Bastion tank form ends. Fantastic. Bastion loves this, right? He got great value out of breaking your shield, because you know what happens after this, right? Well, first of all, you just charge in like a madman. But second, the Rein is shatter, so you can easily win a fight with shatter. Once again, you do a crazy, like, 1-on-5 shatter situation, right? 1-on-5, around a corner, right? One of your teammates isn't even here. The other teammates are very far away from you. You try to go in for this crazy shatter, you miss it, you throw, right? Discorded, you get pinned, and then you die here. Again, you don't need to do this. Like, you literally do not need to do this. This is not the way that you win fights, okay? Just bait the tank form, stand here, get shield back, push when the Bastion's down, swing, 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 fire strike, swing, swing, swing. Oh, Bastion's got it. Duck, repeat, right? Over and over and over again is how you're going to win this game. Right? Kitsune does not mean charge, right? You can just walk up to that Rein and be attacking, 50% faster than him and win the fight that way. Alright, you can come out again. Alright, eat the fire strike. Oh no, you eat the Bastion ulti. So for Bastion ulti, first of all, I would not hold shield here. There's nothing to shield from, right? The only attack that Ryan has is fire strike, which is not blocked by shield. I would just keep hopping backwards, right, without the shield to move faster to make it harder for the Bastion to track me. And once I figure out where the attacks are, then I hold shield and point towards the center. So for example, I stand right here, I hold the shield this way, I'm perfectly safe. A Rein should never die to Bastion ulti. That's like actually crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a Rein die to Bastion ulti. All you have to do is just keep moving, right? It's not that easy to land Bastion ulti. So again, you're holding shield up for no reason, okay? The Bastion has stopped shooting. Your shield's at 424. You could let it regen, but instead you hold shield right now. You eat 2 fire strikes, both to you and to the shield. Shield's got no health. You try to push up here, right? Again, 400, 500 health. The Bastion's going to have tank form again soon. You're completely out of rhythm with the Bastion, right? The Bastion, you're playing just exactly into what the Bastion wants you to do, which is only pushing when he has tank form, right? You're super low. Your shield's broken, the Rein saw your shield break right here. Right? Rein's shield broken. He knows that there's no way you can block. Easy shatter. This is what I teach Reins to do, which is don't try to time it so that they aren't able to shatter, right? Just literally break their shield and win the fight that way. That way there's no chance that they can block it. So we go again. Again, you shatter now, so big advantage, right? Get aggressive. You may not even need shatter, right? Get aggressive here. There's no reason to not be aggressive. There's 3, 4, the Bastion just is responding. This is the time where you have a 5-on-4 advantage. So I'm pretty sure you're also not counting the numbers of like when you're up and when you're down, right? When you're up, push. When you're down, don't push. You're gonna solo shatter the Rein here, the Zen. Again, it's a bad angle. You don't get the Ana, number 1, so she can easily sleep you out of this. Number 2, the Rein is clearly chasing you, knowing you're gonna shatter, and he's gonna charge you. So just massive mistakes. You completely waste your ultimate and you die for it. It would have been better off if you never ulted at all and just died than ulting and dying. I mean, I think it's tough. I mean, I don't know like what kind of win streak you're in, but the Rein looks significantly better than you as well. Right? Again, this is a great scenario where you should be aggressive, right? So don't let up on the Rein here. Just keep swinging because he can't do anything because the Mei's currently gonna slow him as well. You see you drift off to the side and now your next swing is short. You should have just been with him the whole way. Swing, 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 swing. Get it. Line up the charge. Get him. You can fire strike cancel right now the killer, which you did not do. So again, I'm pretty sure you don't know the basic Rein mechanics. Like, I think you think holding shield and swinging the hammer and charging are basic Rein mechanics. That's not true, right? Like the Rein techniques of fire strike cancel, for example, and camera swing and third person peeking, I don't see you doing that at all, right? Or shield hopping. Okay, so here, right? He's walled off. I understand being aggressive. As soon as I see trance, I'm like, nope, I'm leaving. Because the Rein cannot be killed with trance. Trance heals like 250, 300 health a second. Like, there's literally no way, mathematically, you can kill this Rein. So I do not want to be doing this, because then it just gives me the opportunity to shatter. I never had a chance to kill him anyway. It's a risk-free fight for him. He shatters you, you get low, you're stuck at point blank with the Bastion. Right? And you get completely melted here. You're purple. Red's gonna try to kill you. Yeah, you're very lucky the Mei slows him just enough to save your life. But you made all the wrong calls there. Right? I would push aggressively. Yep. Sleep. Now go. Right? Again, fire strike cancel kills her. Anytime, right? Fire striking to cancel your backswing of your hammer animation. Very, very important technique. So again, you're gonna have your shield broken in the open. Right? Just chill. Like the Bastions, you just go to the corner. If you just literally stand right here, you will win the fight. Like, that's all you have to do. Like, I could actually win this fight by taking my hand off of the movement keys, or for you, the movement stick, and just swing your hammer here, and you will win this fight. Guarantee it. There's nothing they can do if you just stand right there. Mei wall is bad. I don't think she meant to do that. Probably protect herself from the Bastion, but either way, you were going to die there. Big, big mistake. Right? Again, you're not playing around the Bastion's power timings at all. So, funny enough, right here, I would actually charge and then shatter around the corner. You should shield that off, right? So the explosion from Bastion comes straight down and blows up here and radiates outwards. So if you just shield right here, it'll block the shield so you don't take any damage. Again, there's no Rein right now, so it's impossible for them to block shatter. So this ends up being a bad shatter. You could have lined it up right here, this way, and you get 4. Instead, you go way too far to the right, and you only get the Bastion, who is the worst possible target. You miss the charge on him, which then means you're going to get blown up and killed here. And they thankfully do not get the contest here. Very, very lucky that you kept that. Okay, so there's so many like fundamental mistakes here that I'm just going to fast forward to the end of the video, because I think that it's going to be the same mistakes repeated, I think. So I'm just going to try to see if there's anything that we can change about the final fight to maybe be helpful there. Okay, so there's 3 minutes. This is way too much time. Yeah, there's no way you're holding this off for 3 minutes. So you have Shatter here. They're playing Ramattra. You're obviously going to need to be very, very aggressive right now. The problem is you do not have your full team. You only have 5 here. I think you stall longer. I don't think you take this fight. I think you play here and wait for the cart to literally like start touching the zone, and then you come up and play it. Because right now fighting 4 and 5, with Bastion having tank form, you're just dead. You know, if you wait for the car, right, the cart to come up, then you can wait, and then you can like crouch behind the cart and like kind of cover and use your shield to shield off enough of the tank form. But here, there's just no way you can contest this. The good news is that you managed to back out with taking much damage, which is great. I think that was a great shatter opportunity right now. I think this is still a great shatter opportunity. I think this is a bad shatter opportunity because you don't get the Ramattra, and these two are not close enough for you to do anything. You see how you just charge into the car? Like this is no good. You completely waste the shatter. Right? Try to shatter where your team can help you. You know? Like this right here, all 3 of them are visible by your team. Right? Shatter 3, right? Fire strike kills the Zen, and maybe kills the Bastion, I think, and then you can charge and kill the Ramattra. Plenty of time for all 3 of those things. Going here, very, very bad call. The Ramattra has nothing to block you. After shield, right, and you saw shield go up when you walk up, I think. After shield, he has nothing that he can do to stop shatter. He's not even going to shield, right? If he's not going to shield, then yeah, go ahead and shatter, right? It's really, really hard to throw Ramattra shield down quickly, so I would definitely take a risk there and shatter. Also, that Anna's got 1 health. You could have fire strike killed there as well. But at this point, there's no way. There's way too many people alive. Yeah, no chance. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. I would say overall takeaways. Number 1, play around Bastion timing. Number 2, push when you're up. Don't push when you're down. Number 3 is try to shatter where your teammates can see it. And number 4, work on your basic Rein techniques. And I will link a video for that. Okay, I'll stop there. Hopefully it's helpful.